All right.
I'll be
We are
ready. I just woke up.
live. All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another evening of Dungeons and Dad Jokes. Um, we are a man down, so we're going to do a one shot. I do realize that it does appear that Rhonda is in the hot seat, but I'm actually going to GM this. So we got a little funky with our setup here. But anyway, so I'm going to GM this one. Tonight's one shot is totally separate. It's not part of the campaign at all. They're going to be running just characters that they threw together, probably mostly last minute. And
Very
yeah, so we're going to see how this goes. Um, for those of you who are just joining, feel free to subscribe so you can join into the live chat. And you're welcome to chat with us. We'll try to catch it. Sometimes we just get into the game and kind of miss our chats completely, but we'll try to catch it, so be patient with us. If you want to check us out on our website, dndadjokes.com, we'll tell you what conventions we're going to be going to and coming up and whatnot. Not sure I don't know what's coming up right away. I think the 25th, 26th, Rhonda's going to be down in Kentucky doing a couple of conventions down there, pop-up events or
Yep.
pop-up culture events.
One is the 25th is Frankfurt. The 26th is Hebron or Hebron. Um, airport, the airport Marriott in northern Kentucky, and the Capitol Plaza in Frankfurt.
Nice. And then I'm not sure about anything else that's going on and personally until March. I don't think I'm doing anything until March. Um, so yeah, just keep an eye on our website. It's under the upcoming events so that you can check those out. And if there is a website attached to the event or tickets attached to that event, we do put in the link for you to go to their website to be able to purchase tickets and get more information. So be sure to check that out. Um, I think that's pretty much it, right?
For now.
For now, for now. So keep an eye out because we're going to be updating our website as this campaign wraps up, um,
Right.
and we announce a new campaign and whatnot, which we're not ready to do yet. But so just keep an eye out. Oh, also in the description of the video and on our website, you can get access to our other social media platforms that we're involved in as well. So you can check those out as well. Obviously, we're most active right here on YouTube because we stream every week. I think that's it. All right, little caveat, this one shot is a pre-written one shot. Of course, pre-written for GMs across the world means they're guidelines because you never know what your party's going to do. So we'll see what happens. Um, and this one shot particularly was written by Loke. At least I think that's how you pronounce it, Loke. And if you've seen me at conventions, you've seen me use their maps. They're the spiral bound. They're nice, thick. You can dry erase marker on them or even wet erase marker. They're covered with that plastic so that you can write on it and whatnot. They're spiral bound. They can lay flat. This is not a sponsored one shot, by the way, but I really like Loke, and they came out with some one shots, and so I am going to play one of these one shots, and I'm not going to say where my source is because I know Rhonda's going to probably use some of these as well. And if you come to one of our conventions, you'll be able to enjoy some of these one shots. So we're going to see how this goes. Tonight's
And no two DMs run the same campaign the same.
That's very true.
Matter of fact, no DM runs a campaign more than once and has it the same.
Exactly. I've run one shot like 5 times now, and I've come out 5 different ways. So it's all dependent on your players. So this one shot is entitled An Unquiet Night. So the first thing that I'd like for you to do, and yeah, you're not going to see Chuck on camera because he's not feeling very well. So he just, wants to leave the camera off for now. But he'll pipe in when he can. If you're up for it, I'm going to have you go first while it's early in the night and tell me who your character is.
is my audio okay right now?
Ooh, you're very, very soft.
Okay. Is this better?
Not really.
Okay, hold on.
Can't hear him at all.
I can hear him just a wee bit.
I'm trying something so I don't have to have the headset.
Yeah, he was gonna try something new, so he wouldn't have to wear his headset and things. Um,
Fever, headache. Yeah, it's not great.
yeah, a little bit of everything.
Is that better?
Yes, much.
Okay. Then I can just have my headset sitting on the desk and I'm fine.
There you go.
Okay. I'm playing a Furbolg druid named Irvin Elderrust. Circle of the Moon. So
Just FYI, you're not
Uh-huh.
coming through the stream either.
I'm
Oh
not.
no, you might have to hold it up to your mouth while you're talking. Then
Puking her.
Just coming
Yeah.
through the stream if I get closer.
does he come through if he gets louder?
Is this better at all?
That's better.
Okay. I can just hold it up when I need to.
I don't know
need
if
a
that.
separate mic.
It's a
So I don't have to
natural
worry about
mute
this.
button.
Okay. So, like I was saying, Furbolg druid, Circle of the Moon, named Irvin Alderrest. So his big thing is shape change, or wild shape, and he likes animals. He likes talking to animals, and trees, and anything natural.
I can picture him walking through the forest and going, "Hi, Bob. Hi, George."
I'll thank a tree for things, and I'll talk to the squirrels, and that's what I do.
Oh my goodness. All right. Senior.
Aaron. Aaron is a druid or a cleric. Aaron heals people after he hurts them. I mean, and that's pretty much it. He's just your standard cleric who is chaotic.
What's your race?
Race is varied human.
Okay. And Rhonda.
Well, hello. I am Gisela, and I am a human barbarian. I like to hit things.
All right. Cool. All right. You guys have been traveling together for some time, and you're in between towns. You're crossing over some mountains. It's cold. You've got your cold weather gear on. Um, you're getting ready. You're kind of at the base of the mountain. Well, not even at the base. You're up the side of the mountain just a little bit, um, and you kind of wing your way off of a trail because it's starting to get windy, and you begin to look for a place to camp. You know that this trail used to be traveled quite a bit. It's not traveled quite as much as it used to be, but you knew that there was a waypoint here for travelers. Um, and you begin to look for that waypoint. As you look around, you do find the ruins of the waypoint. It used to be a structure. It used to be a nice structure, and it has kind of been left to ruins, much like the trail that you're traveling. It's not used anymore. Based on the ruins, you're probably figuring it hasn't been used for some time. There's pieces of wall still there. There's crumbled down sections of wall. But as you kind of get into it a little bit, you do find that there is one little pocket kind of that is protected from the winds that are picking up. Not so much from the snow because there's no roof on it if it should snow or rain, but it is protected somewhat from the winds and ideal place for a campfire. And as you bed down here, oh, I didn't even read this part. Let me read this part. It says cold icy winds are blowing. Light is failing. and you are in need of rest. It's too far to the nearest civilized area. Even a farm barn would be a luxury at this point. The ground is sodden, and the only flat and dry area for camp is the ruins of an old bothy, which sits a short distance away. The old walls offer some protection from the wind, and soon a warming campfire is set and you settle in for the last of light as day fades. You are tired from the grueling days of traveling in the area. Um, and as you see, I do have a map in Owlbear, but we're not going to switch to it on the stream because I don't have that capability. But we do have a map for the players to look at. But as you survey the area, you do see areas where it is an extreme drop off. So it does seem like this is a raised area. It's a good area for, looking down over the mountain that you have come from, where it looks further down. And the drop offs are good, probably 30 feet around this area. So it's it almost creates a peninsula almost effect. Um, but it is a fairly well protectable area, though you don't expect anything to really be around in the cold and the wind. And it's just kind of miserable. So you guys set up camp. Do you set up watches?
Of course.
Of course.
I wouldn't have set it up this way, but okay. Well, the one guy's exposed. There's no wall there. The wind's going to come right into where the fire is.
Well, it doesn't show all of the ruins, all right? It's just kind of a facsimile thereof. But this one area is fairly protected from the winds. Just
Okay.
the way the winds are blowing through here, it's not as strong in this area as it could be in others.
If you say so.
Who is taking first watch? I have your little characters here. You can put them around the campfire if you'd like.
Is that me?
Whichever one says barbarian. Yep. Yeah, that's the barbarian. Yes.
I was going to say, it doesn't say anything.
Oh, I thought it did when you hovered over it. My bad.
And we're here.
Yeah, that's the campfire area.
I'll
You
take
don't have
this
to be
spot.
on those packs if you don't want to. This one shot is designed for 4 players. They only have 3 packs on here, all right? Just pick a spot.
Does that show up correctly when I share the screen?
It does not show on the feed, but it shows on us.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Okay.
Okay. So, who's taking first watch?
I'll take first watch.
All right.
I'll take last.
Watch. You'll take last. Okay. And so our druid will throw himself in the middle. All right. First watch. Go ahead and roll me your perception.
Let me get the mail out of the way. Good first roll. Perception. 22.
22. With your perception, things are quiet. It seems like the wind has died down a bit. It's getting really still. It doesn't seem to be getting any colder as the night goes on. It's just unusually calm. Or maybe it's calm because you've gotten used to all the wind and it's just finally dying down.
I will just take a good look around.
Okay. You kind of explore just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Just looking around past the perimeter and just kind of keeping more of my investigation just around the room's perimeter and beyond,
Checking
as
the.
far as I can see.
All right.
I don't
Uh,
have dark vision because I'm human.
right. Right. So you take a little walkabout, pausing here and there to listen. Does seem like the wind, the further away from the ruins you get, the more wind you receive. So it's gotten a lot calmer in the ruins area. And so, you kind of you take a look around. Nothing seems untoward, out of place, or, tingles your spidey senses at all.
Okay.
It's just okay. This is just a odd little pocket of weather, or for some reason, this is a pocket where it doesn't receive that kind of weather. Like it has to really be strong to hit in this area. So, I mean, makes sense if you're going to build a waypoint here, I suppose.
Okay. I'll just keep my ears out and
All right.
stay alert until next second watch gets up.
All right. Second watch, you go to wake up second watch, and Irvin, you are awakened for this.
Okay.
Go ahead and.
Are there any owls in the air?
No, you don't
Or-
see any nature here. It's a little too open for most natural creatures, and windy and cold, and they're kind of all huddled in their own nests and burrows and such.
Okay. All right. Well, that messes up that idea. So, then I'll just watch like I normally would.
All right. Um, Go ahead and roll me perception.
22.
22. Doggone.
I do have a
All
good
right.
wisdom, so
As you're watching, you kind of notice the same thing. It's unusually quiet within the ruins. You take a walk about, the weather, you've noticed the weather, it picks up a little bit beyond the ruins and whatnot. And you come back and it's calmer. Um, and after a little bit, you sit back down, you kind of just listen and watch, being highly in tune with nature. Nothing seems to be happening. Everything is nice and calm. And after a little bit of time, you actually even start to feel comfortable. And you, as a furball, you kind of half expect to feel a little comfortable because you are covered in fur and can handle the cold weather a little bit better than your human compatriots. And as you're sitting there, you start to feel really comfortable. And after a bit, you wake with a start. You found that you had fallen asleep. You wake with a start to a very dark night. The only faint light coming from the campfire to be seen. It's too dark, and not a single star seems to be shining in the sky. Your spidey senses are going crazy right now. The ruins of the Bothany take on a much more sinister edge in this low light. And as you kind of look beyond the ruins, is that fog? You see a fog in the distance. Well, not too far distant. You see a fog probably 60 feet from you at most,
is
maybe
it getting
30 feet.
closer?
It is definitely close. You have about a 35, 40-foot viewing distance to the fog.
Okay. Um. Well, if it gets any closer, then I'll wake the other two.
All right. Um, as the night wears a little bit further. That fog creeps in a little closer. A little closer. Where it is, yeah, Chuck is sneezing his head off.
Oh, that hurt.
I believe it. Those
I
sounded
will
like
wake the
violent
other two.
sneezes. All right, you wake the other two. As you guys kind of get woke up and you start to look around, you instantly notice, and I would say you also experience this, Aaron, that or Irvin, that when you kind of got jolted awake, like the air in this area is more temperate. It's not as cold as it was before. And both of you, when you wake up, you realize it's dark. And as you look around, you also will notice that there is no stars in the sky. Um, and that the temperature is unusually warm for being where you're at and the time of year and the weather you were experiencing when you made camp. It's not cold anymore. And you too will notice the thick fog.
I cast light.
All right, you cast light. Boom. And you can see approximately 10-foot radius around you. I realize that light actually extends further than that. So you see, unusually, your light spell is not extending quite as far as it should.
Okie dokie. Something preternatural is involved.
Can I see his light from where I'm at?
You can see his light, and you can see him in the light. And to be perfectly honest, you're probably at the edge of his light.
Okay.
Roll me investigation checks, all of you. Or perception. I'll let you choose. Whichever one's higher
I'll do
for you.
perception.
I'll do perception.
5.
5.
25.
21.
Wow. All right. Irvin?
Oh, that's
You're
a 22. Sorry, I can't add obviously tonight.
It's fine. Still above 20. Irvin, you are a little distracted by the unusualness of the fog and the warm temperature and the no stars. It's kind of throwing you off a little bit because this is not natural. But Aaron and Gisela, you notice an extra pack sitting next to Gisela's where she bed down that you don't think belongs to any of you.
Is that yours?
I will look at it. Supposing I don't recognize it, I'll say no.
It ain't mine. I don't have flowers on my pack.
I don't know. There might be a flower there.
I will use my sword.
Okay.
Flat side. I will use my sword to kind of hook it,
All right.
pick it up, and pull it into the light.
All right. You hook it, you pull it into the light. It does appear to just be like an extra sack, like somebody's backpack or something fell here.
I will reach down and cautiously open it.
All right. You go, you open it, and you kind of take a look. You see that there is some stale and moldy bread. You see
Ew.
a
I'll toss it in the fire.
you see a tinder box. You see a hairbrush. You see what looks like a book and a vial.
Okay. Does the hairbrush have hair in it? No.
It does. Matter of fact, it has long black hair.
Long black hair. I will lay it to the side. And I didn't notice this when I laid down, correct?
No, you're pretty sure it was not there when you laid down.
While
That's
she
kind
fiddles with that,
that's kind of scary.
I'm going to start a ritual version of detect magic.
All right.
And I'm gonna go ahead and pull out the book and the vial.
Okay.
I'm gonna open up the book
Okay.
and look in it.
The book, oddly, page after page after page, looks like symbols of heraldry and family lines.
May I do a history check?
Sure.
That's an 18.
At 18. All right. You are going to find. I need to move this so I can see my notes. So I can read my notes over here. You are going to find in this book of heraldry, you are going to find a couple of names that seem familiar. One of which was the Fenwicks,
Thinwicks.
which is an amazing heraldry crest that's rather large. It's an old name. It's got several elaborate features to it. It's got like a stag and a lion, and then it's got the heraldry feathers kind of around it and a helm sitting on top. It's quite elaborate. You can tell that this family crest has been elaborated upon through the years. So you do see kind of the Fenwicks names. The other one that you notice is the Bolbec or a de Bolbec. The de Bolbec family heraldry. Also fairly elaborate, though not as elaborate as the Fenwicks. It is also fairly elaborate with several names, and you can read through there and you can see where they were lords and knights for many a generation.
So after 10 minutes of her searching through this stuff,
Yep.
I
After
will
go
look
ahead.
on it. I will look upon it to see if there is any magic going on here.
You do not see any magic upon these items. There's no magic on this item specifically, but you definitely feel that the entire area is just charged. There's like a static electricity of magic in the entire area.
Okay. Hey guys, we might be in danger here, but let's find out why. Just for the fun of it.
I'm gonna cast conjure animals.
Conjure animals?
I can't hear him.
Gonna
I
cast conjure conjure animals and bring out 2 dire wolves.
Okay. You conjure animals and you bring out 2 dire wolves. They seem to kind of pull themselves together up out of the ground and formulate from the ground. They don't actually come from the fog. They come up from the ground kind of next to you as they appear. The vial, you're looking at the vial, you kind of swish it back and forth. It moves it's clear. It's mostly clear anyway. And as you move it back and forth a little bit, it's very, what's the word I'm looking for? Thick. Viscous, is that the word I'm looking for? It's very thick. And you kind of open it up and you kind of say, knowing it's not magical, you can open it up and kind of take a look at it. It's almost a jelly substance. looks like gelatin.
Maybe it's just lip balm.
Put some on your lips. It's a little cold out here. I don't know. Might be. But it is a vial of gelatin. As you kind of look at the packs and stuff, you kind of hear something coming from the other side of the ruins a little bit. You kind of hear someone saying, "They don't have a clue what they're doing." Oops.
I'm
They
going
even call
to.
themselves adventurers.
I'm going to reach down and pick up a stone off the ground, cast light on it, and toss it in the direction I hear voices.
Okay. So I'm going to say you toss a stone and you create. We'll do it with orange. Why the hey not? Oop, that's not what I want. Delete that. Oop. Okay, go back. I want a circle. There you go. And you toss a stone over here in this kind of vicinity, in that direction where you hear the voices, and you see two ethereal creatures kind of yammering and looking at you guys. They look rather menacing.
We got a furball.
We got a furball.
Can I help you, gentlemen?
They will move forward, continuing to lather on some. You know, your mother was a lint licker.
Well, you would know
Throwing
about
some
licking mothers.
nasty, some they bite their thumb at you. Some nasty insults hurling your way. I need each of you to roll a wisdom saving throw. It's almost like a barbed words or dissonant whispers or
Dirty 20.
a dirty 20.
Flub that one. 18.
Well, you didn't flub it bad enough.
Sorry, what are we rolling?
Wisdom save.
13. It's a really bad roll.
That was a really bad roll. That was not a good roll.
Considering
You are going to take 6 points of psychic damage as the words kind of they hit you and they kind of give you a bit of a headache as they come your way.
Not very nice.
Now I need you to roll initiatives because I know you guys are probably going to just jump right in it.
That was coming next.
Yep. Initiative.
I got a 12.
It's been so long. I have a totem spirit.
Would have to read
18.
it. I have no idea. 18.
Yeah. My totem spirit is an eagle. What am I rolling? Oh, initiative. Never mind.
Trying to figure out how that applied, but yeah, okay.
My initiative is a 21.
All right, Gisela. You are going first.
Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rage.
You are going to rage. And you are going to charge at somebody, then I'm going to assume.
I'm doing what? What'd you say?
You're going to run at somebody so you can hit them.
I am. I am going to run at the first person I can get to.
All right, he's standing there. He looks like he is a fighter.
All right.
Seems to be holding a great sword.
I should have read my character earlier. Of course, I've been a little busy. Advantages on strength.
Yeah, that's just strength saves for rage.
Yeah.
Probably +2 damage.
Plus, yeah, melee damage. Okay. Back over here. And I will swing.
Irvin, you are on deck.
I get 2 attacks. And I have 2 weapon fighting.
Okay, 2 weapon fighting means you take no penalty for your offhand.
Right.
So you can 2 attacks main hand, 1 attack offhand with no penalty as long as it's a light weapon.
It is a...
Oh no, it doesn't have to be a light
Yes.
weapon. It just has to be a single hand weapon because you have 2 weapon fighting.
Yeah.
I think that negates the light quality. I don't remember for sure.
I will use my long sword and my short sword.
All right.
Long sword's primary hand.
So that one's twice.
That
oh wait,
is
no, you
a... I get
bonus
2
action raged. You can't do an offhand attack.
Okay. But I get 2 attacks per
But
round.
you get 2 attacks per round
Okay.
as your action. Yes.
So I will attack twice with my longsword then.
All right.
And I have a 17 and a 23 to hit.
The 23 hits.
And I do... Nine points of slashing damage.
All right. He takes 9 points of damage, and he screeches a bit, and he looks like he's going to pull back that great sword. Irvin. Sorry, the great axe. No, it's a great sword. I was right. Irvin. I have 2 dire wolves. Sorry, I didn't put in your wolves.
Yeah.
Oh, I need a counter.
I don't remember if they go on my turn or not. It's been a long time.
I think they go after you. I'm gonna just use these. Oh no, not. Yes, I am. I'm just gonna use these dire wolves.
Oh no, they get their own initiative, but if you want to just have them go after me, that's fine.
That would be easiest, I think.
Okay. I'm gonna tell them to attack, but then I'm going to do bonus action, change into a direwolf myself.
Okay. I'm just gonna leave you like that. Just know that you're a dire wolf.
And then I will go attack. I'll attack the closest one to me.
It's probably looks like a chick.
Yeah, whatever that is.
She appears to be roguish in nature.
This is annoying. There's not dice there. But...
Human rogue. The fighter is human. Human fighter.
Okay. Let's Since they're not next to it yet, I don't get bonus. Or I don't get advantage. Bite. Okay, so I will bite. Plus
What is their speed?
14 to hit.
14 will miss.
Okay. All right.
All right.
And I guess do them next.
Yes, they're next. Are they going to attack the same one?
Yeah. So
Okay,
they
I'm
will
just
both
gonna
have
move them up there.
advantage.
Yeah, they will have advantage.
Natural 20 on one of them. So plus 7 plus 3. So 22 damage on that one.
Oh, 22 damage on that one. Okay.
Huh? What was that?
22 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. And the other one?
The second one. 24 to hit.
24 hits.
Or 11 damage.
All right. Oof. All right. That ghost looks like it's having a little bit of trouble maintaining its form. A little bit more.
And my
than the
attacks
other.
do count as magic, just so you know.
Yeah, I know. I know that. So. All right. That brings us to them, which she is going to attack the first wolf that tried to attack her. And that is a 15 to hit. Does that hit the wolf? Your wolf form? Irvin, sorry.
Me or one of them?
You,
Okay.
because you were the first to
Sure.
attack her.
Yeah, but I missed. Yeah, 15 does hit.
That's all right. You attacked her. 15 hits. All right, then she is going to do 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
The knight, or the fighter, is going to attack our barbarian, Gisela. That's a 19 to hit. 6 points of piercing damage. That was a crappy roll.
6 points of piercing reduced to 3.
Right.
Yeah, because you're raging. So unfair. All right. This person is going to move up here and hit one of the other wolves for 13 to hit. I don't know what the wolf AC is. Irvin.
Sorry, we're all 314.
You're all 314? Okay. So that was a miss. Okay. All right. That brings us to Aaron.
Okay. Did this one not attack at all?
Not yet.
Okay, no problem. All right, Aaron is going to do a couple things here. First, he's going to cast Sacred Flame
Nice.
at the, I guess that's the female,
Yep.
the green one.
Does appear to be female.
Right. So Sacred Flame is a Dex 15 saving throw.
That was an 18.
Okay, so that went for naught.
Oh,
Uh,
that's not a half.
it's a cantrip, so it's a
Oh, yeah, it's an all or nothing.
yeah. And then I'm going to cast spiritual weapon,
All right.
and I don't think I think I only have up to, yeah. I don't have
Spiritual.
level 4 spells. Okay. So we're going to cast that spiritual weapon. Just move the weapon. It's not letting me move the weapon.
It's all right. It's not letting me move the weapon either. Hold on a second. There we go. Now you should be able to.
Okay. We're going to go ahead and attack that same one.
Okay.
And let's see, spiritual weapon, I believe, is a +7 to hit or something like that. Yes, it is.
Get your spell bonus. Yeah.
Yeah. So I only hit a 13.
Unfortunately, that misses.
That's what I thought.
Uh,
Ineffectual,
that's all right.
but well-meaning. Okay.
All right.
And as far as movement, I'm holding my position.
All right. This one moves up here, and you see him. Yeah, everybody but Irvin will see him cast something upon himself that gives him a slightly different shimmer.
One of them kind.
And at this point, I would like for all of you to roll a history check.
My history check bounced. 6.
Did bounce.
I got a 21.
12.
Nice. 12. Okay. All right.
I'm proficient in history.
These faces look familiar to all of you, but you can't quite place it. But it comes to you in a moment of rage.
That would be this moment.
Yep. That the person you are swinging your sword at, you believe was Gregory de Bolbec. Or at least it looks like him. You remember him as being a fountain, or that he was a great knight and a fighter for the realm until he stumbled upon a fountain of wild magic and it overcame him in life. Knowing this, you're remembering some of that history and some of the stories that was told about him, and you now have a better understanding of where to focus that rage. You are going to gain advantage on your attacks against him.
Cool. All right.
All right, that brings us back to the top with Gisela.
I got a 16 and an unnatural 20.
The 20 will hit.
And that third one is a 19.
19 will hit. So you hit once with the long sword and once with the short sword.
Okay. Oop, no.
And Irvin, you are on deck.
That is 10 points of slashing damage from the longsword and 9 piercing damage from the short sword.
All right. This ghost looks like it's starting to flicker just a little bit.
Oh, wait a minute. I get advantage.
Oh, yes. I thought you were rolling with advantage. I heard multiple
I
dice.
did not. I just rolled my 3 dice. Oh, I hit with that one. When I changed it, it turned to at 24
Okay. All right. So this was with your first longsword attack?
for 12 points.
12 points. All right. It is definitely flickering now. You see it's taken a little bit of effort to hold its shape at this point. Irvin.
Okay. Well, the one I was hitting before, I'm gonna hit again.
Okay.
Or swinging at before. I didn't actually hit it last time, but now I have advantage. So gotta love pack tactics.
Yep.
23 to hit.
Yep.
For 7 damage.
All right.
And then, is it still there?
It is still there.
Okay, so wolf number 1. Ooh, only a 7 to hit.
That'll miss. That was with advantage.
What?
That was with advantage.
Yeah, a 1 and a 2.
Oh, geez.
And then the other one, 21 to hit
Yep, that'll hit.
for 8 damage.
All right. Oof. It looks like you kind of, after biting at this ethereal being enough, you're starting to see where parts of her is just kind of missing at this point. She can't quite reform like she was. That brings it to them. She is going to attempt to, again, attack the wolf directly in front of her, which would be Irvin. Oh, yeah, that was a 12. That did not hit because wolves are 14. The other one standing next to her is going to try to attack the wolf in front of him. Even though that wolf is not attacking him at the moment, he's going to try to hit it. And that was a 15, so he is going to succeed at that. Oh, no, well, that's 8. 8 points of damage to wolf number 1, I believe. That would be wolf number 1. Right here. So there's 8 damage to that wolf.
Okay.
And this guy over here is going to attempt to swing at the barbarian again. That was a nat 20. For 14 points of damage. Gisela.
Oh, I'm sorry. How much damage?
All viewers can see why there are several GMs that say no electronics at the table.
The table is electronic.
14 points of damage.
14 points of what kind of damage?
Slashing, I think. Let me look. Piercing.
Reduced to 7. Yeah. New pictures.
I know. New grandbaby just came, so. So, all right. That brings us to Aaron.
All right, we're going to start with the spiritual weapon.
All right.
And it's going, that gal's still alive, right?
She's still alive. She doesn't look like she's hanging on very well, but she's still alive.
Okay, well, let's see if we can make her unalive.
Unalive again.
18 to hit.
18 hits. It just hits. ACs are 18 for these guys.